Hello, guys. Welcome back. So the Norse gods really have my back. I heard a bang on my door, and I'm like, what the hell is that crazy neighbor want now? Well, it's a guy that cuts my lawn. He's claiming I didn't pay him. And I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this? Because I just saw his check. Now, unbeknownst to him, I had erased the things that I made for some Greek gods. And I put them for Baldr and Freyr because I have been promising them something for themselves forever and a day. So Baldr finally has something. It's by Thor's hammer, and Freyr has in the window. So, and Freya's gonna get hers before I hear a squeak. and even though they're those things that are up there and they're like really humble materials, I truly do appreciate them. Well, he's trying to tell me, did you check the envelope and everything? And I heard Baldr because Baldr and Freyr were like, what's up? Because I just given them their stuff and put it in place to protect the house. Baldr's like, oh no, you paid it. Remember, you even saw the check because he came early that day. He came a day early because he tries to sneak in like one more extra week, but trying to come a couple of days early each week. And he says, well, you paid him. You saw the check. You wrote it and he cashed it that day. I told him, I said, you cashed it. He goes, did you check the envelope? I said, yeah, you cashed it. Oh, okay, I'll see you next week. And he goes, and I looked at Freyr and I said, he tried to make extra money off of me, didn't he? And he said, mm-hmm. So he must be out of beer money is what he must be out of. I've alcoholism runs in my family, so I'm not making a judgment. But you can tell when he's loaded because it looks like Jurgamonder tried to run a lawnmower and tried to do the yard for mommy. If Jurgamonder had done it, been like, baby, it's so beautiful. When this guy does it, there's like loop-de-loops and all this crazy shit mowed into my lawn. I'm like, damn, he was really corked. Half the time he doesn't get all the grass, but if I don't have him do it every 2 weeks, it's a couple $100 fine every week from our township. So yeah, that's why I have someone cut my grass, or I wouldn't give two shits. It could be a wild animal sanctuary. And he's lucky the little house birds didn't jump his ass because they're back. They have their nest in there, and that's their nest, and nobody's touching their nest. So I have two protective house birdies, and more of their friends moved in. So there are birds living on the roof, like up in the gutters, which I don't care. They're not hurting anybody. And got the birds living in here, and I got birds living in all the trees in the yard. So it's like birdie heaven in the yard, and they're enjoying it. And Braggy told me last night, he said, you really have to start chasing the Norse gods. It's not that they don't love you, it's just we're waiting for you to chase us. I'm like, oh. I had no idea. Like, Odin and Loki are so forceful, but we've talked before about how gods appreciate being chased. And so, I made the thing for Baldr, made the thing for Freyr, and one of you had mentioned the word heathen. I said, oh no, don't give Odin ideas, because that is Odin's ultimate goal, as we all know, make a good heathen woman out of me. He's trying. He's like, you see where your bread is buttered, just so I hope you know. And, I've been working the angries out today, which is good. So I have some private boards and I post all the memes and stuff that say what I really feel. There are too objectionable for my public boards. I post those to private boards, and a lot of it's like about if you grew up Catholic, you have a lot of hate and rage to get out of you without doing it in a destructive way. So having a private board where you can post stuff about this is exactly what I think. A lot of it's atheist stuff, so you have to be careful because some atheist will go after absolutely everybody's faith. And I get it, they don't believe in anything, but at the same time, it's like, I hear you on not liking the church. I hear you on realizing all the logical flaws, but dude, you don't have to be at war with everybody. It's the church to fuck with you, nobody else. I heard, ooh, back here. And we've just been having a good time. And Baldr, I saw some art of him today, and I looked at it, and I said, son of a bitch. And Baldr's back here like, what? What? What did Baldr do? I'm like, you got some explaining to do, young man. And Baldr's just laughing. He walked away, and I really haven't worked with him extensively like I work with the others. Sometimes it's like It feels like when I go into his temple, he's having me over for tea, and I'm sitting on the edge of the metaphorical couch, and we're all really nervous, even though Namna is really sweet. Um, Sometimes we don't spend that much time together, and we have various ways of what he looks like. But I think I figured out who Jesus is. This would explain why Jesus was like, you really should go to the club and enjoy yourself. And I kept looking at him like, what? So, and Odin's been telling me stuff like, I have a lot of children. And I'm like, yeah, I know, you sire dynasties. What are you talking about? I think he meant this is your answer. And so Odin is cutting things down because he will tell, at least when he talks to me, he will tell me what he thinks of certain desert deities. He doesn't mind the Egyptians, but he doesn't like a specific desert deity we're all thinking of. He doesn't have any patience for that. And that's just how he is with me. Some um aspects of Odin will be very welcoming to all gods, not the Odin I work with. And he doesn't really care about the Egyptians because they're not making a play for his area. Every once in a while, if they see me, fine. And Freyr is making her move to replace Sekhmet, and Sekhmet's not really protesting. And the Morrigans seem to pop in today and like hop around and then pop back out. And I see the European gods are getting themselves all around me, and I'm not dumb. I'm just watching them. I'm like, you're gonna bring a round in too just to make things interesting, aren't you? I just got back here. No, no, you're not allowed. So I go, yeah. So they're having fun, and we're having a lot of fun. But yeah, he tried to hustle me for another, payment, and I had told him, I said, you gotta watch this guy. He's no good. He gets in with his crony, his little paisano in the back, and that guy's a sneak thief. He'll steal stuff right out of your yard. So I said, neither one's any good. So we have to be careful, and I was glad that Baldr reminded me, and Freyr was standing there like, oh, he gonna try to get in? You wanna try to get in? I'd like to see this shit. So it was fun. It's fun working with Norse gods, and the demons don't mind. The demons are happy because just Norse and just demons, that frees up a whole lot of territory for all of them, and it gives them more breathing room, and it gives them more worship time, and they all love that, so they're all happy. And I say worship time, but I treat them like my family, so to me, it's more like giving something to a family member. If they want incense or a candle, sure, it's a devotional act, but it's also because they're my family and I love them. And if I sound out of breath, I made the mistake of going outside in allergy season, so this is not COVID. I promise you guys, I've been staying safe. I've been staying inside. I did not go for eggs or anything else, so I'm okay. It's just my damn allergies. Plus, I painted the uh mural in there, and the paint was a little ripe, and I think I'm not going to be painting for a while. So that's pretty much out of the house. But this was like allergies today. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Loki's wagging his little fox tail and doing his little fox dance because he's happy. He'll act like he likes gods until they get kicked out, and then he'll tell you what he really thinks. And Odin's super happy. The more Odin can get for his own, the happier Odin is in general. And I really don't mind because the demons are staying because they prove they're pulled their weight. And as long as you work, Odin's happy with you. It's fine. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you later. Bye bye.